My supreme namaskarams to all of you. My name is Nerala Malyadri. I have been practicing as an advocate of Honorable Supreme Court and Honorable High Courts of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana after my retirement voluntarily as a district judge. Today we will discuss about a very important resignation of Bihar minister who is an education minister recently appointed just 3 days after taking oath, and he has taken oath amid corruption charges against him. Why this is important is because he worked as a vice chancellor of Bihar Agriculture University of Sabur in Bhagalpur district from 2010 to 2015. During his tenure, in between 2012 to 2013, there was a scam in the recruitment of assistant cum junior scientists. So in that scam, this man is an accused. The case is registered by Sabur police station under sections 409, 420, 467, 468, 471 and 120B of Indian Penal Code. Now the question is, the Honorable Chief Minister, namely Nitish Kumar, he is claiming that he has zero tolerance of corruption. So the opposition leaders, they are asking, when he is claiming zero tolerance for corruption, the question is how he was inducted into the cabinet by Mr. Nitish Kumar despite knowing about corruption charges against him. Some of the facts I am interested to say now are that he is an accused in that case. He was not arrested, but his passport was seized. Then he approached the Honorable High Court, and the seizure of passport is set aside, and thereafter he got the passport back. This minister, Mr. Chaudhary, his full name is Mewalal Chaudhary. He is claiming that an accusation is proven only when a charge sheet is filed or a court gives an order, and none of the two is there to prove the allegations against him. This is the claim of him. So the investigation is still on. This is very important. This is very important. When such a serious allegations are there and FIR is registered against the Vice Chancellor and some other people in the year 2012 and 13, why is it that investigation is not completed and charge sheet is not filed and cognizance of the case is not taken till now? If this is the state of affairs, where is the justice? How we will get the justice? So this is very bad. Not only that, inducting a person who is an accused in a case which is of very serious into cabinet clearly shows that the principle of zero tolerance that is being claimed as followed by the chief minister is not correct. So in these circumstances, the concerned courts, they must necessarily take a constitutional obligation of completing the investigation at the earliest. If they don't do it, they are failing to do their duty. Investigation has to be completed at the earliest, and thereafter the guilty have to be punished. The speedy justice has to be done. Otherwise, there will not be any faith in the constitutional guaranteed justice to all. There will be failure of justice, and judiciary can be said as failed in this. So when the allegations are serious in nature, when the investigating officer is authorized by the court to conduct investigation, there is a duty on the court also to supervise the investigation. If there is a delay in conducting investigation, the court is entitled to give necessary directions and see that justice is done. If that is not done, then definitely it can be coolly said that things are not in proper order in the police investigation system and the courts functioning as a custodian of the rights of all. So I request all the right thinking members of the society and intellectual to ponder over all these issues and claim in one voice to conduct investigation in all the cases where serious allegations, particularly intellectual people, are involved as an accused, and that too related to main big important subjects like education, rape or serious crimes, international or otherwise crimes and other cases. I hope that you all liked my views. Please subscribe my channel and also request your friends to subscribe my channel. Thank you.